Friends, have you ever thought about what the biggest reason behind failure really is? It's not the lack of hard work. It's not even the lack of talent. The real reason is the lack of focus. We've all felt this at some point. We sit down to study or work, but our mind keeps wandering. The body is near the books, but the mind is lost in worries about the future, memories of the past, or endlessly scrolling through social media. Gautam Buddha once said, "Just as an arrow only hits the target when the bow is steady, in the same way, a person succeeds only when the mind is focused." In today's noisy world, where mobile notifications pop up every second, social media keeps pulling us in, and the habit of multitasking makes us busy but not productive. Buddha reminds us that concentration is the real key to success. Today, I'll share with you 3 stories of Gautam Buddha that teach us how focus can turn the impossible into possible. Each story is like a lamp that turns your inner restlessness into light. Once, Buddhist monks were resting in a park. They saw a boy trying to copy a difficult verse on a blank page, but every time he made a mistake, he tore the page and started over. After 3 hours, frustrated, the boy went to the monk and said, "Master, I've been trying to write this verse correctly, but I keep making mistakes. Why can't I do it right?" The monk smiled and said, "Son, it's only because of lack of focus. Most people waste their energy on useless habits and thoughts, so the mind keeps wandering. True focus means putting your entire energy into one task. When you keep practicing this, the mind learns, and mistakes disappear." The boy asked, "But Master, what should I do when my mind keeps getting distracted?" The monk explained 2 simple techniques. Deep breathing. Whenever your mind wanders, take 5 deep breaths and bring your focus back to your breath. Slowly, your mind will calm down. Feel the task. While writing, feel the pen in your hand. Listen to the sound it makes on paper. The more you notice these details, the less your mind will wander. The boy followed this advice, and soon his mistakes reduced. He finished his work faster and thanked the monk. The monk said, "Remember, when the mind and senses are united in one task, focus deepens, and that is true success." One day, a young man came to a Buddhist monk, upset and hopeless. He said, "Master, I've been preparing for my exams for a long time. I tried many times, but I keep failing. Where am I going wrong?" The monk listened and asked, "Do you really want to pass?" "Yes, Master. I'm ready to work hard. Please tell me what I should do." The monk handed him a candle and said, "Light this candle and carry it to that tree a short distance away. But remember, the flame must not go out." The boy lit the candle and started walking, but a small breeze blew out the flame. He tried again and again, but each time, the flame went out. Exhausted, he returned and said, "Master, I failed even at this." The monk smiled and said, "Why? You only had to walk a short distance with the candle." The boy whispered, "But Master, the wind kept blowing it out." The monk explained, "Exactly. Your mind is like this candle flame. The distractions around you are like the wind. Until you learn to protect your flame, your focus, you will keep failing. Only when you fully concentrate on your goal will you succeed. Every kind of knowledge begins with focus. Even the smallest task, when done with full attention, trains your mind. And once the mind is trained, success is certain." Another young man once asked a Buddhist monk, "Master, how do I let go of the thoughts constantly running in my mind?" The monk said, "I'll tell you, but first you must pass a test." He gave the boy a glass filled to the brim with water and said, "Hold it carefully without spilling a single drop." At first, the boy thought it was easy, but after a while, doubts entered his mind. How long do I have to hold this? What's the point? The more thoughts came, the harder it became, and soon water spilled. The monk said, "See? As long as your mind was calm, the water didn't spill. But when thoughts entered, your focus broke." He continued, "Your mind is like this glass of water. Thoughts disturb it. To keep it steady, You must learn to steady your breath and watch your thoughts without reacting. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are only the observer. The boy practiced focusing on his breath and soon managed to hold the glass without spilling a drop. The monk said, "Keep practicing like this. Slowly, your mind will become peaceful, and then no task will feel impossible." The boy thanked the monk and went home with a new understanding. Friends, I hope you learned something valuable from today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.